Is your food making you sick? Are you suffering from a chronic health problem that won't go away no matter what you try? What if you learned that even your healthy foods caused you to have migraines, mood swings, fibromyalgia, arthritis, or irritable bowel syndrome? Well, I'm excited to share how making healthy choices, one bite at a time, can help you feel better. My interest in nutrition started early. My grandparents were farmers in North Dakota, and I grew up helping my parents in their large garden, bringing vegetables to the county fair every year. My grandmother was a perfect homemaker, making homemade nutritious meals for my grandfather, who lived with type 1 diabetes for 57 years. Here they are with me upon graduation from UND, Go Sioux, with a Bachelor of Science degree in dietetics in 1999. Many people can call themselves a nutritionist. There's really no legal definition of what that means. So just remember that not all nutritionists are dietitians, but all dietitians are. Sometimes when life hands you lemons, you need to make lemonade or dance in the rain. After an unexpected job change in 2010, I decided to pursue a dream of becoming an independent nutrition consultant, which has led me recently to becoming a certified LEAP therapist. This was my goddaughter, one of my mentors, Kaylee, who continues to teach me many life lessons. LEAP stands for Lifestyle Eating and Performance. This is a specialized certificate in helping people change their eating based on results and start to feel better fast. It's been an area of interest to me because I've seen so many people struggle over time and not know what's causing their symptoms. So what's Dr. Oz got to say about this? Well, just to be clear, I don't watch his show, and I have to answer questions almost weekly about a supplement or diet program that he is promoting. However, he did recently highlight the oligoanogenic diet, which is the generic version of LEAP. Inflammation is just like a fire, and it's what leads to symptoms. So in order to fix the problem, we must first put out the fire. That's the reason behind LEAP and an immunocalm elimination diet in the first place. It can take the immune system up to 6 weeks to fully settle down from diet-induced inflammation. If you know or have food allergies, you know they can be quite severe, and we have to be careful. Food allergies are fairly easy to diagnose since the symptoms generally come on quickly, suddenly, and are very apparent. The exception being celiac disease, which can go undiagnosed for a long period of time, but only affects a small percentage of the population. Food sensitivities are more hard to detect. They can go undiagnosed forever because if not addressed, and usually doctors are not trained to detect them. It can be a guessing game to try and control symptoms, trying different medications, diet modifications, when the best way to detect what's causing the symptoms is to test for them. The list of symptoms is many, but have you ever thought about your headaches or joint pain, arthritis being caused by food you eat? Sometimes we don't associate non-food related symptoms with food like we would if it was chronic diarrhea or gas or bloating. There are almost too many medical conditions to list, but as you can see, basically any condition can be helped by LEAP. Because once you reduce the inflammation, you'll be actually addressing the underlying problem, or the underlying problem will be much less severe or go away completely. The mediated release test is a lab that tests and measures for food sensitivities. It includes 120 foods and 30 chemicals and food dyes. It really is like a GPS for your car, helping you get to where you want to go faster by detecting what foods are causing the immune cells to react and release mediators. It's the most accurate and comprehensive blood test available. So how does it work? Your test would be drawn in 4 small vials. It's sent to a lab in Florida. Generally, your results would be back in 7 to 10 days, and it would look something like this. A stop sign coloration of red, yellow, and green from your lowest reactive to highest reactive foods. Then, based on your personal results, your foods are broken down into phases 1 through 5 that last roughly around 30 days. The first phase is the most important and lasts between 7 to 10 or 14 days, depending on how you're doing. An initial and repeat symptom survey would be done to make sure you're on track and feeling better, or if there's changes that need to be made. This diet is client-specific. It's not a cookie-cutter approach like so many diets out there, gluten-free fad, the paleo craze. Based on your results, we take your 20 to 25 lowest foods, and that becomes phase 1. Have you ever thought about how many different foods you eat in a typical day or week? All moderately and highly reactive foods would be avoided for the first 3 to 6 months, again, to allow your immune system time to settle down completely. After the phases 1 through 5, you would enter phase 6, where you can challenge untested foods. Have you stopped to read some food labels lately? If you're like many people, we just don't pay attention. Well, that's where I come in, helping assist in creating a personalized menu and diet based on your results. Think it's easy? Take a look at some of the common foods you eat and see how many ingredients you can't even pronounce. Once you start LEAP, you start learning new ways to prepare foods using your allowed safe ingredients. Here we have homemade mayonnaise, using almond oil, egg, lemon juice, and salt, homemade almond butter, and ketchup, and they all taste way better than the store-bought versions. For people, this is about finding their pot of gold of good health. Health is wealth. If we don't take care of our bodies, where will we live? This is about helping them put the pieces of the puzzle back together so they can finally feel better and live the life they've dreamed of. From the words of a client, I would never go back. So I'm thankful to be helping people feel better and learn how and what to eat to stay healthy. It's challenging and rewarding work, but that's why I love it. Sometimes making lemonade is truly the best thing to do when life hands you lemons. And if you love what you do, you won't work a day in your life. So thank you for taking a leap with me tonight.